Currently, as an agency, we are running an agroecology project dubbed as the Boosting Food Sustainable Production in Kenya. This is a project in 5 counties of Kenya, that is Bungoma, Kakamega, Nandi, Homa Bay and Migori. It is a project or a program funded by the European Union, implemented by FAO and the International Food and Agriculture International Fund for Agricultural Development, that is IFAD, and also the government of Kenya. So we are implementing this project in these 5 counties, targeting up to 40,000 farmers. And it has a model where we are using what we call the mobile-based electronic voucher system, which is a subsidy program whereby we offer inputs, agricultural inputs to these farmers. And under that program, the e-voucher subsidy program, we are targeting 15,000 farmers across the 5 counties that I've mentioned. And we are mainly focusing on what we call agroecology, a holistic approach to managing food systems and sustainable agricultural practices. So it looks at the interactions of animals, the crops, and the environment to ensure that we have a sustainable means of production for farmers. One of the good things about agroecology is that it looks at the interaction of all those aspects I've mentioned, crops, animals, and the environment, to ensure that everything we do is sustainable. When we say sustainable means that it will also serve the future. It is very important because agroecology focuses on very important principles. We have 13 principles that agroecology is focused on. If I mention just a few, we have principles such as recycling, where the farmer, the interaction, the relationship between all these aspects that I've mentioned will ensure that the farmer can be able to take advantage of that. So let's say, for example, a farmer who is keeping livestock and is also growing crops, and of course can use the manure or the waste from the livestock as manure for the crops. So you can see the relationship there. Okay. First of all, we are reducing the chemical residues on the crops that we're using. So especially for those who are exporting to European markets, for example, we have the European Good Agricultural Practice, EU GAPs. They are very sensitive in what we're exporting. And if there are thresholds of chemical residues in those foods, then we destroy that market, and they refuse or they reject the produce that come from such farms. So it is very important that we reduce our chemical inputs and go the organic way, or we are moving away from the edge where we're using a lot of chemicals, and we are reducing that. So agroecology looks at the aspects where, or the practices where a farmer will actually reduce the use of external inputs or inputs that they buy from the shop that are chemical, and instead use organic inputs even from the farms.